Hello parents and students. Today I'm going to show you how to use Google Classroom. And this is how you can use Google Classroom while you're at school, if we have a distance learning day, if you're away from the school ill, however you might need to access it. The first thing we're going to do, of course, is go to google.com. And we use Google Classroom in the school daily, whether we're distance learning or in the classroom itself. Teachers post the information your student needs in the Google Classroom. You will need the student's school email account, their email account and their password. As you can see on the screen, there's my Google email account from the school. It does end in @rccschool.net. It is, however, a Google email account. Generally, our email accounts are your first initial and the last name. If your student does not know their password, you can reach out to their teacher and we can get that reset for you. Once you're at google.com, you're going to click this blue sign in button over here in the top corner. You'll enter your student's email account. Remember, that's their school email account, their @rccschool.net account, and their password. Once you have done that, you'll see your Google account. This is mine. Your student can put an avatar or a photo there. It must be school appropriate, of course. And you'll click on the waffle button, as we call it, and that's the dots in that corner. It'll open up this tile menu. From that tile menu, your student is going to click on Classroom. They, of course, can check their email from here, look at their drive, all of the options we have under our Google account. But for our purposes, we're going to click on the Classroom tab. And of course, that's that little chalkboard. That brings you to this page where you can see all of the tiles for the classes your student is in. And we can, of course, access our classes two different ways from this page. We can click on the tile of our class that we want to enter, or we can click the drop down here and click on the class we want to enter. This is a prior classroom, grade 6-7 in the school year 23-24. Your student will be able to see what class they're in and who their teacher is. This is the landing page, the stream page, as you will. And you can see on this page the items that your teacher has assigned, any announcements they've made. Your student can also click in this box and type a question if they have a question for the teacher. If we are distance learning on a particular day, maybe we have bad weather or there's an emergency at the school, and your student has a Google Meet class assigned during their normally scheduled class time frame. During a distance learning, your student will log in. If they have at 10:10 art, they're going to log into art, or they're going to log into reading and music. They'll click this join button where they will be able to join the live Google Meet class to see their teacher presenting. From the stream page, remember we're on our stream. That's that first page. You can see any announcements that your teacher has made, any recent assignments they've made. To see the classwork or the things that are assigned, your student will click on this classwork tab. And underneath the classwork tab, they'll see whatever their assignments might be. And they'll click on that assignment in order to complete it. Here's an example assignment. You'll be able to read what the assignment is. And you'll be able to click View Instructions to bring up the actual class assignment in the instructions. Your student will click Add or Create over here on this side of the screen in order to create a new assignment, or if they've done the assignment out of the classroom, they can add it, whether it be something they've scanned in or just something they've already done. And in that drop down, you'll be able to see they can click on the different products we have available. If it's a Google Doc, which is similar to Word, Google Slides, which would be PowerPoint, Google Sheets, which equates to Excel. Usually only math might use Sheets, science potentially with your science fair assignments, and of course drawings if your student has those accommodations. If it's an assignment they have already completed, it lives in their Google Drive, they've been working on it, maybe it's a long-term assignment, they could click on Google Drive and attach that assignment that way. Now, your student has their assignments completed and you want to check their progress. You'll click on the Grades tab and you'll be able to see the assignment they have. Now, your student will not see everyone in the class, of course. This is a teacher view. But they will be able to see then what their grades are for each assignment, if something's missing. Keeping in mind, our teachers, use our FACS SIS system. So grades are going to be inputted into there and not necessarily always in Google Classroom. It could potentially be done, completed, and not on this page. What you'll want to do is check the FACS SIS grade book, which you have access to from your account. Now, speaking of assignments, say your student tells you, I don't have any homework, Mom. They've all said that, right? So you can go from your home page. Remember, we were on this tile when we logged into our Google Classroom. You will see calendar. You can click that calendar and you'll see this drop-down menu that says all classes. You will be able to see week by week all of the assignments that your student has assigned in Google Classroom for every class that they're in. Now, that can be overwhelming for some people. It's overwhelming for me sometimes. Your student can then click that drop down and choose just the class they're working on, and they'll be able to see their assignment and the due date. You can click on the assignment to go directly to that classroom and page for that assignment and be able to read what your assignment is and get that completed. So we hope that this has been useful for you to be able to understand how to use Google Classroom. If you have any questions, your student doesn't remember their password or they need it reset, reach out to your student's teacher through email. Those are available, of course, on our website. And we do encourage you to send any prayer requests you have to info@rccschool.net. We want to be able to keep in touch with you. That being said, our webpage up here at rivercitychristianschool.org, we do have plenty of great materials on there for you. We have a blog where we post the information for you underneath our Warrior Times tab. If you scan this QR code with your phone, you can stay connected on our social media where we put out important information for you about events we have upcoming. If there's any school closing and such, you'll get those by message, but also you'll be able to see those through your connections. So we do hope you'll take the time to join us on social media, follow our website, and keep in touch.